So, Jonathan, what do you mean Johnny Fairplay wants to hang out with you?
What a star!
Well, okay, yeah. I'll give some of this away, and not much of it. But basically, I've been, Johnny Fairplay and I are from the same area. Like
We live in the same town.
We live in the same town, and so I had this moment where I had followed Johnny Fairplay, but then all of a sudden I get a notification that's like, Johnny Fairplay has followed you, and I was like, boy, we are.
That's so.
What
funny.
a wild thing to read. A Survivor villain legend, essentially, right?
That you've referred to as, not referred to as the boogeyman. You treat him like the boogeyman.
He's like a boogeyman. Yeah, like, oh. And I feel like it only deepens the lore of Johnny, right? Like,
yeah.
Is like a Bigfoot sighting.
Yes. Well, every time you send us a picture, it's just
I'd
him
be like,
shirtless
it'd be like
running
from
through the street.
yeah. And so, so I had an idea. I was like, let me message Johnny Fairplay. So I message him. All right. I message him about a different idea, and also just like, hey man, like if we're out and about, like let's say hey, like that kind of thing.
Yeah. Let's be pals.
Let's if I see you around town, dude, speak up. We'll say hey to each other.
Yeah, because you guys are both very famous.
Of course, Survivor villains.
Yeah.
But I did message him about a different idea, and also said, hey, we're running the Making Merch podcast, so you could always hang out on there. So it's just kind of like a float out offer.
Let me put out a question to our audience right now that's listening to the Sanctuary. Would you guys be mad at us if we had Johnny Fairplay on the
No
show?
way, they wouldn't be mad.
Are
you kidding me?
As
They would
long
love
as
it.
we, say the things that we've always said, don't switch up.
Yeah.
Don't switch
you know
it.
us. We don't switch up. But here's what I'll say about Johnny Fairplay.
He's your favorite of the new era?
Yeah, he's my favorite player of the new era. Take Survivor out of it. Me and Johnny Fairplay have a lot in common. We both, got our start in the wrestling world. And then now we're both making money from Survivor appearances.
I thought it was both of y'all might potentially attack me at any point.
Oh, that too. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
definitely.
Yeah. But Johnny messaged me back, and I call him Johnny. I don't have to call him by his last name.
John Boy.
Yeah, Johnny messages me back, and he says, hey, let's chat. What does your Monday look like? Which it happened to be my Monday was full. So I was like, I can't do Monday,
so you big
but let's
dog
definitely
Fairplay.
chat. I did. I said, sounds, the classic thing. But yeah, so I think Johnny and I are going to chat. I'm going to see if he can help me in my villain origin story for the Making the Merge podcast, potentially.
Nice.
So I'm looking to be a real villain this
Chat
season.
as in, like, y'all are going to get coffee? Like, you're going to go...
I don't know.
Or you're just going to call them. I don't know.
I have no
would
idea.
love a picture of you guys, like,
If
get
you-
Kristen
yeah.
to show
Just
up and take a
two
picture.
villain
Guys.
Johnnies together.
Best case scenario, you guys hit it off and become like best friends.
Look, if me and if we really need in Danville two Johnnies that are Survivor adjacent and famous Survivor villains, that's what needs to happen. Because I'm on my full villain story for this
I
season,
feel
right?
like-
Rolling the dice, throwing y'all for a loop. I'm having like a renaissance this season.
I would argue me and you have switched places.
Somehow.
I'm the punching bag now, and you're the cool bad guy.
Yeah, that's what I've always been known as, is the bad boy. That's how I say it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the bad boy of Making the Merge.
You're just bad boy.
Yeah.
So that way I can be
Yeah.
sad girl.
Jonathan is big bad boy.
Yeah,
Big bad
yeah.
boy.
I say it every time before I start recording. I look at myself in the mirror and I say, "You're the bad boy. You're the bad boy. You're
I'm the
boy."
bad guy. Duh.
So yeah, that's what I've been up to, is chatting with Survivor legends, infamous Survivor legends.
Yeah.
That's
This
incredible.
weekend.
My DMs have been flooded about Jonathan. People are like, PD, why do you hate Jonathan so much? Why are you so mean to Jonathan? And it's because the Journeys and the Steelers are at war. So for this season, me and Jonathan are enemies. Last year we had the Bachman Wright Alliance. Who knows?
Yep.
Maybe we'll reform that for 50. It's
Who
possible.
knows? all things are possible.
Me and Jonathan have kind of have a little bit of alliance this season.
Dare I say, Chase and I have been completely buddy-buddy this entire season. What happened?
And I'll tell you what happened. We're great at our jobs, guys. We know how to change up the dynamics so it doesn't get stale.
It's called code switching, you know?
Yes.
Like when you go back to your hometown and suddenly you're speaking with the accent of that hometown, but then you go back to where you live and you're like, it's gone. You know, you got to code switch it a little.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, guys, let's get into it.
There's been let's not talk about this anymore.
Well, I think it was a solid 5 minutes of riffing off the top. Now we get into some drama. I've been waiting all season for some drama.
Give us the drama.
So the drama is that Jeffrey Probst on his podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Set up his co-host. He gave him a question. He's like, how did he word that exactly? Chase, can you just pull up the Drop Your Buffs Instagram? And because that's that's where all the comments about this are.
Yes,
oh, there were comments?
Do that.
No.
Oh, bro.
I'm joking. That was sarcastic. I have paid attention.
Put you on the spot. And I mean this as a legit question. In the Survivor world, does Parvati winning Survivor Australia count in the same way that winning this Survivor does? Is she now a 2-time Survivor winner?
So listen, I don't think so. In my Survivor world, I say she has 1.5 wins. It's a good win. Australia Survivor is a good win, but it's not the same as Survivor US. It's not the same.
All right, back to you, Jay.
Jeff set him up, dude.
Wow, dude.
And
because Jeff wanted to say it.
They didn't linger on the conversation. They didn't go any more in depth. He was just like, all right, moving on.
I'm going to say something about this whole thing right now, which is Survivor is not the original show. Right?
Yeah.
It's that Expedition Robinson or whatever that was like,
it was in like Sweden or whatever.
Yeah, let me look that up. It is a Swedish reality game show. So, I mean, my question would be, does winning Survivor US actually count as winning the main show?
And let's just get into the thick of it, right? Off the bat, before we start breaking it down, PD, do you consider it like what he said, a half win, or do you consider it a full win? What do you think of it?
If we're changing the value of wins, which apparently that's what Jeremy's trying to do, then I'll say it counts as 2 wins. So Parvati is a 3-time winner, because I don't know if you've seen Survivor Australia. It's better.
Right.
It's a better show.
All right.
It's filmed better, too. It's
before
crazy.
we get into the deep water with it, Jonathan, what do you think?
Let me ask you something. If I win a gold medal in track and field, which is not going to happen, but I win it at the Beijing 2008 Olympics, and then I win a gold medal at the London Olympics a few years later in track and field, am I a 1.5 Olympic winner, or am I a 2-time winner?
Okay, fair point. I do think we're
because
getting
it's hosted by
off
different
track.
countries. It's hosted by different crews.
But it's
they took the conversation in a weird place, so that's what we're doing.
Yeah,
that's all I'm going to say.
Here's what I'm going to say. Here's what I'm saying, because I'm not saying I disagree or agree. I want to lay out exactly.
All right, fence sitter.
Yeah.
No.
Get off the fence.
I'm gonna say my opinion when I'm done. I just want it to be set up properly.
Okay.
His mullet left, and so did his opinions.
Guys, I didn't vote. I didn't vote last election.
You're being a real boogie 2988, whatever his numbers are. I don't know.
Okay, I think what we're forgetting here is this wasn't just a regular season of Australia. This was a shorter, condensed kind of special season of Australia.
Now,
right?
how many days was it?
I knew that.
How many days was it, PD? Do you remember?
It was
16.
It was like less than 20. I don't know the exact number. I'm pretty sure it's less than 20.
Aren't the U.S. seasons less days than the original Survivor seasons?
And they're less days than a normal Australian season.
Okay, so that again is kind of like a double standard of how many days. You're like, wait a second.
100%.
But while there are less days on this specific season, this season was against the best players, a ton of winners from a bunch of different countries.
Interesting.
Now, here's where I'll give my opinion now. My opinion, I think it counts as a full win.
Oh, nice.
I think she's a 2-time winner.
Good. We were going to be
but
mad
what
at
I will
you if you didn't say that.
What I will say is, though, I can understand why Jeff, who is the showrunner of the U.S. version of Survivor, they're not friends, right? The Australian show and the U.S. show, they are competition.
Yeah. He was just hanging out with the fired host, too, JLP.
Yeah. So maybe he has a vendetta against them for firing his
Maybe
boy.
so.
But
Maybe.
That could be part of it.
I can see why he would, and Jeff isn't even the one that said this, but he kind of set it up. I would see why I would say, hey, doesn't count the same as winning my show. My show's the real deal. You know what I mean? I can see why they would do that.
I can understand that. Yeah, like I get it because sure, we have Expedition Robinson in Sweden or whatever, but it was not as huge. It's not as huge as
Survivor US is
it's the first
the
Survivor.
most famous. Yeah.
So I get that. I do think though that it does count still as a win in the Survivor universe.
I do too.
Because to everyone in Australia, like that's their Survivor. You know?
100%.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like it was just like a bunch of Australian players who we've never heard of and then Parv was there. It was an all-star season.
I mean,
of the best from each country.
Imagine if Survivor US did the same concept.
Exactly.
And then we had an Australian who had won several seasons of Australian Survivor win here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it would count. Yeah, you're like, this dude won. Or lady. They can all win, like Parvati has shown. But anyway, all I'm saying is get Johnny Fairplay on Australian Survivor.
Hey, yo.
That would be
I don't
great.
think he's allowed back on the U.S. version.
Oh, Johnny.
But maybe Australia.
I think he should. Anyway.
The Australian players, one thing that I love about Australian Survivor is how mean they are. They're just a lot meaner in general. And so that's why I think, you know what? I said it counts as 2 wins. It counts as 5 wins now in my mind. So Parvati is a 6-time winner.
Well, that's really interesting that you bring up it being like that they're meaner on Australian Survivor because I feel like every Australian person I've met is like almost so chill that you're like, how do I become this? Right? Like, how do I get this chill?
Kind of the bigger controversy about this clip, though, because we didn't even get into the waves that it kind of formed when the On Fire podcast did this. We've got Parv herself making a statement saying that it was a very sexist thing to say. Then a bunch of former Survivor players have started speaking out. Some of them, I would say 99% of them, are against Jeff. But some people have been speaking up and being like, guys, don't be ridiculous. And that's been very interesting to see, too, because they actually have...
Yeah.
Banu? Was it Banu who said that?
Banu was like, guys, Jeff is the best. Stop. What is her name? Cass?
Chaos Cass?
Okay,
I forgot.
Here's what Cass McQuillan had to say about the whole situation. She posted a meme of the Drake meme where he's like, nah. And then the second one being like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So it says, everyone, this is what the meme says. 26 days isn't real Survivor. Then it says 14 days is, and you're a misogynist for saying it's not. Essentially, the point she's making is, if all of these old Survivor players are always bitching about how 26 days isn't real Survivor, it's weird that they are then switching up and being like 14 days is real Survivor and it deserves the win. So that is a fair point to make. I don't totally agree, but what I will say is, in Jeff's defense, if anyone other than Parv had won that season of Australia or like or a Survivor US legend, he wouldn't even bring it up. He probably wouldn't even consider it half of a win because he's like, oh, it's not real. But because one of his star players won it, I think it's getting more respect from him than it would ever.
Yeah, him giving a 0.5 win. Yeah.
I think the whole thing is stupid and unnecessary, and he didn't need to put this on his podcast.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I feel like I'm going to say something again. I feel like I'm just saying a lot today. Maybe it's because I was talking with Fairplay earlier. But I feel like Jeff stocks are having like a slight dip recently, guys. I don't know. People online have been a little they've fallen a little out of love with Probst and some of his decisions. And
I would say about the past 5 years.
Well, yeah, but I feel like this season I'm feeling it more. Maybe it's because I'm more involved. Maybe it's because I've been talking to Fair Play. Who knows?
No.
Maybe.
Is there a correlation between the Botox going up and the stocks going down?
I don't know. We need to ask Bradley Cooper too.
Let's do a little round robin here. What do you guys feel about Jeff? Jeff, what do you think?
Who's Jeff? Which one
I
of
have
us
Jeff
is Jeff?
Probst here. I forgot to tell you guys that Jeff Probst was here.
Jeff. Oh, there he is. Wow, he's beautiful. You know,
PD, what do you think? What is your opinions on Jeff?
I used to do a bit about how like he can do no wrong and kind of like a celebrity worship kind of thing.
Yes.
I think. I mean, I love what he's created. I love American Survivor. I mean, I love American Survivor more than I love Australian Survivor, but I will be able to admit Australian Survivor is a better show. I think his stocks dipped a little bit for me with the Mary revelation about Love Island, screaming at her about Love Island. I thought that was a little odd, but I think overall Survivor doesn't exist without Jeff, because if it was another host, it wouldn't have been as good. I don't think anybody would have cared as much, and that's why he took over the show, because of how much he cared about it. So overall, I like Jeff. Just don't disparage Parvati for no reason on your podcast. That's my note.
100%. Jonathan, how do you feel about Jeff Probst?
I think Jeff is doing his job. He's an executive producer, and he's
the showrunner.
He's a showrunner. He's the host. And to be completely fair to him, every single season is like this rotating cast of people that you just kind of are like, that again, they become characters even to him more so, right? Like, oh, these are the characters for this season. They're going to be here. They're going to be gone. We're going to send them on their tour and then on their way. And then next season, I'm already filming it. I'm already there, and I've already moved on to new people. So in a way, he can't care but so much, right? Because he's got to keep caring about the next season and what's happening. Yeah,
it was like my high school where like my teachers had 1,000 students, so they just didn't care about any of us.
Yeah. I mean, fair, right? Like it happens all the time. So it's
I do think Jeff does really like when you listen to him on the podcast. I mean, his podcast sucks. That's the other bad thing about Jeff. He could have the first season with Rick Devens. It was great. But I don't know what happened to On Fire after that. But he'll talk about the players like Shannon. He's like, you know what I remember about Shannon is when we did the in-person interviews, she came in barefoot and she just took control of the room. It's like
took control like Charles Manson. Anyway,
hey, we're not doing that anymore. I love Shannon. I'm a Shan stan.
A Stanin.
A Stan.
My thoughts on
Stan in
Jeff.
Fairweather.
My thoughts on Jeff, I think, can be summed up pretty quickly. What? It was my turn.
Yeah.
Why you laugh at me?
I laugh because of what
I tried to
PD said.
I tried to open a coconut and nobody cheered.
Yeah,
I said Stan in Fairweather. It works.
Yeah, I know.
He said it, and I laughed, and then you quickly said, "Why are you laughing at me?"
Okay, Jace, give your opinion on Jeff, and then I'll talk about how much I love Shannon.
Well, real quick, I need both of you guys to ask me, because I want to know that you actually care about my opinion.
I just
PD,
have so
you
many
just do
students that I have 1,000 students, so I don't really care. I'm just kidding. Yeah. How do you feel about Jeff, Chase?
Now you say it, Jonathan.
How do you feel about?
Yeah, thank you guys
Jeff?
so much for asking. What I think about Jeff is, I think he's a great host. I think, like most network TV guys, the show could use a new showrunner. He wasn't the showrunner back in the day. And for better or for worse, now he is the showrunner. There's a lot of, and I think people got to remember, there's also a lot of network people that get involved. There's a lot of outside like pressures. So it's like the network, CBS is like, you only get this amount of money. You can't go to other locations anymore. You have to stay in Fiji. You can only do 26 days. I think people really put a lot of that on Jeff because they're like, he's ruined Survivor by making it only 26 days. It's probably not his decision. Even though he's the showrunner, the network gives him a budget.
Yeah.
Now, he's such a network guy. He's such a CBS guy. If you put in a different showrunner, someone kind of younger, more ambitious, hot-headed, they're going to fight and they're going to try to get some things changed.
Yeah.
So that's what I would say is I think he's a great host.
I don't want this turning into the Savannah Bananas, though. I don't want someone to come in and be like, we're totally changing what Survivor is, and we're doing backflips and twerking.
I think you just have to find someone who is truly a fan of Survivor to take over show running. Like, not just some person to...
Like Sesternino or somebody like that. I don't know.
Yeah, that
He doesn't have any experience in network TV.
But that'll make it even better.
Everyone
He's like,
likes
don't worry, we'll put every episode on United Airlines.
Everyone likes to armchair quarterback Survivor, but it's like, sure, like you can know a lot about the game of Survivor, but you have to also know how to be a TV network executive.
Well, and then you have the problem of how many jobs Jeff is doing. Kind of like you see it happen at a macro level. You like that at a macro level and within smaller companies, and then you have it in a macro. There we go. Anyway, what I'm trying to say, gentlemen, is that Jeff might have too few cooks in the kitchen, as they would say.
We need to get some more chefs in there.
We need to get some more cooks in the kitchen. But one head chef, yes, chef, Bear style.
Yes. Yeah. Let's get Jeremy Allen White in there.
Yeah. Ooh, there we go. He's our guy. He's playing Springsteen. He can play a showrunner, too.
There is an uncomfortable truth about all of this that I know from, being around football for so long, and that's that if somebody Jeff is basically our coach. He's so involved. It's all year long that he's doing all this work. When he stops, he will die. Mm-hmm. It will not be once he retires. It will not be long after that Jeff's just going to pass away.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
Well, he's not that old though. He's only how old is Jeff?
I don't know.
Let's take some guesses. This will be a fun game.
I'll pull it up. You guys guess.
You think? I think Jeff is 65.
Okay, so
he's 63. You nailed it.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Dang.
He's 63. That's not that old.
No.
That's not that
now,
old.
But in 7 years, that is going to be very old.
Yeah. Do you think he'll still be hosting in 7 years?
I do. I think he will. I think he will be.
His cognitive ability is going to be on the decline soon.
Well,
14 seasons.
I really think that they might have to, if he stops hosting, I do think it won't be because he quits. I think that it would be someone behind the scenes being like, you need to hang it up.
Yeah.
Because, and he may show run from still the background,
just not be the host.
but not be the host.
Jeff, you keep bringing up Richard Nixon at tribals. It's getting out of control.
I thought it was funny because not too long ago, someone asked him about the idea of doing kind of like the Golden Bachelor, but doing the Golden Survivor, and he was not interested. And I was like, Jeff, you're already kind of doing it.
You're
dude.
golden.
You're
the golden part.
Yeah. The golden host.
Yeah, Jeff's at tribal, and he's like, all right, Banu, did you think Richard Nixon was a crook?
Yeah.
Maybe if Banu comes back, we'll finally find out. So that conversation went in a lot of interesting places. We started off with, is it a half win? Is it a full win? To, Jeff's going to die one day.
That might be the most we've ever talked shop about Survivor.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's the sanctuary, man.
It's where good things and contemplative things happen.
But I want to talk about some of the comments, or not some of the comments, one specific comment on our page.
Uh-oh.
And I think it was from somebody who commented on that Australia thing, too, because she's a very opinionated woman.
Uh-oh.
And this is on our Saul clip about the shoe bandit thing. I don't know if we've brought this up on the show before, but this comment made me laugh so hard. So, Survivor Eliza. Are you familiar with Eliza from Fans vs. Favorites?
Yeah.
Very popular Survivor player. She said on our clip about Soul, I'm without. Who is a fan of this absurdity? Like, I'm sorry, Timu Rupert doesn't do it for me.
Oh.
Dude.
I forgot about this. Yeah, you did mention this to me. What an interesting
Rupert.
TV Rupert's
She
really
also,
fascinating.
without was 2 words. I'm without.
I'm without. What does she mean by that?
I mean, there's supposed to be a space. I mean, she's supposed to take away the space
Wait,
in
I'm
between with and out.
confused though. But like,
But
I'm
I'm
without.
without. I mean, it's like I'm at a loss. Essentially, I think is what that means.
I don't think that's a phrase.
I think I read it as she tried to say soul,
I
S-O-L,
thought so.
and
That's
it
what I'm wondering.
auto-corrected to out.
Oh,
I'm without.
I thought she was just saying some weird thing. Okay, so she was actually
I'm
that
without.
reframes the whole sentence.
I love that PD just was like, there's no such thing as typos. It has to be a saying. And then he explains the saying that doesn't exist to us.
Hey man, I was doing 4D chess on this.
No, Jonathan. You
No,
just
no.
don't know.
See,
There's
it's
a
like
whole
she was
phrase
trying to
called
say-
I'm without. And it
Hold on,
becomes
that is a
phrase.
phrase though. I'm googling this.
You gotta have a space in
I'm-
it.
Dude,
without-
I'm without right now.
Phrase.
No
Let's see
way.
if anything comes up. The phrase. No, it's not real. I made it up. Oh, man. Okay, this is gonna be a phrase I use now.
The realization
This is,
in
I'm
PD's
so
eyes.
excited right now. I'm so excited right now
That I
because
got something
all
wrong.
all the time from our fans, I get messages and stuff. Be like, "Is it night in Fiji right now?" I can't wait for everybody to be on PD's ass about, "Hey man, I'm without right now."
I'm
dude."
without, dude. I think here's the thing. It works. as
No,
a
it doesn't.
sentence.
No, it
Yes,
doesn't.
it does.
No, it
It
doesn't.
works as a
Look,
phrase.
it didn't
I'm
work
without right now,
so-
Jonathan.
dude,
about
it
without
does.
not being a thing.
It
I'm totally without about it.
It's just so funny because you said it and I was like, I don't even know what that phrase means. And then you're like, you must be pretty
don't
stupid,
know?
Jonathan.
No, I was inferring. I was like, she must have meant something else.
Yeah. Yeah,
See,
she
but
meant
now-
a completely different word.
And now I thought she was saying when she said, "Who's a fan of this absurdity?" that she was referring to our show, and I thought that was accurate.
Oh, we saved her from your
Yeah.
ridicule.
So I
Yeah.
just found out live in the moment here that Survivor Eliza was actually on our side.
Yeah,
Incredible.
Yeah. No, she's actually on Saul's side. She's like,
Yeah.
I'm with Saul.
I'm going to
AKA
start
without.
calling him out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Out
man.
money
But,
is his new username.
What's crazy is I understood what you were meaning, PD. It was almost like saying like I'm without words, but without the words part. I'm without.
Y'all
I am
forget I have an
without.
education degree, and I'm over
Yeah.
here like, I don't think that's true, PD. And you're like, no, it is.
No, yes. I'm like, and not only that, it's like, she just said this other phrase wrong. I think.
Jonathan, what is your degree? What is your degree? You said you have an education.
I have an
degree?
education in disciplinary skills degree. So
What does that mean?
It just means that I can teach. That's about it. I had
Do
to,
you know?
but I had to take like a ton of courses on like how to teach math, how to teach English, how to teach
Oh,
history.
okay. So it's just a kind of a general teaching degree.
Yeah.
What? Can you guess what my degree is?
Probably I don't know how to. I don't know. I'm trying to
remember
think of
what
a
yours
joke.
is.
Mine's clearly not an improv or anything. But what is it? What is
You got
your
an
degree?
improv degree? My
Yeah.
degree is in digital media.
I did know this.
Yeah.
Because you did tell me that. It makes sense. PD, what's your degree in?
He's got a degree in hard knocks, brother.
That's right.
I've got
That's right.
Actually, I have a degree in Katy Perry studies. So
Uh-oh.
that transitions nicely into the next edition of Keeping Up with Katy. Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau are officially dating, everyone has decided.
Oh, my goodness.
Former Prime Minister of Canada?
Yeah.
That's right. For months, the sightings have been murky and long distance in nature, more worthy of Arctic nature photography than gossip pages. In July, they were seen walking a dog and then dining at a restaurant in Montreal, and then a confusing silence as the were they even new couple retreated into a summer hibernation. It was not until September that a California whale watching trip got the biggest nautical sighting of all when a passenger snapped an entwined romantic duo atop a yacht from a distance. When enhanced, the photographer recognized former Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau by his thorny indigenous tattoo, though apparently they did not recognize the incredibly famous pop star Katy Perry by the fact that they were canoodling on her quite tasteful motor yacht. Guys, This
I
is
love
crazy.
a good
What do we
motor
think?
yacht versus a rowing yacht.
This CNN Entertainment article is written kind of weird.
It's super weird. That whole thing.
With my AI.
Yeah, dude. That whole thing reads like somebody's just pumping an article.
Oh my
out
gosh,
there.
they mentioned Gayle King.
Oh,
That
this
was
is like our Super Bowl.
Yeah, so they were, it seemed, something. It has been a very strange year for both. Trudeau announced he would resign in January, leaving Canada to conduct its ongoing conflict with America without him. He was replaced in April, and that was the same month that Katy Perry resigned from the planet. Taking
Is that what that just really said? No way.
And I had to add from in there. It said that was the same month that Katy Perry resigned the planet. Is that?
That's grammatically correct.
I'm not going to trust any
weird.
corrections from you anymore.
Hey, man. I was doing the chase bit. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Taking a strangely disastrous celebrity trip into the Earth's thermosphere, she, Gayle King, and then Bezos' bride-to-be, Lauren Sanchez, took Bezos' Blue Origin rocket into the very nearest edge of space. Okay, so they're just talking about that.
Now they're just switched stories.
Yeah.
They
No,
were like, oh, by the way, she was spotted with Justin Trudeau, and she went to space. By the way, here's the details of her going to space. Well, I saw last night that there was a little bit of footage that was taken outside of a restaurant of Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau. So it's very interesting you're bringing this up.
Wow.
And they were holding hands and walking to a car. So,
Man,
breaking
I'm
news.
without. I'm just without about that.
I'm without, dude. I am without. Let me ask you guys this.
Mm-hmm.
If you were married to Orlando Bloom, well, I don't know if they were married. They had kids.
I think they were.
If you were with Orlando Bloom, and then the Canadian Prime Minister wants to go out with you, are you doing that? I'm trying to get Orlando Bloom back. Personally,
That's what dude. Yeah, Justin Trudeau.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
no
maybe
way.
when he was prime minister, but now that he's former prime minister,
what
kind of
does that
takes the
even
power, you know?
Can I ask you guys a question, and you promise you won't make fun of me for not knowing?
I'm
What did
not
Justin-
really
why-
in a place to make fun of you right now.
What- I'm without, honestly, about this whole situation.
See, you guys, you're trying to drag me down, but I just came up with a killer phrase that I
Kind
get
of
to
makes
use.
me angry.
Why was Justin Trudeau? Why did he leave the prime ministership?
He didn't want to do it anymore. No, I
don't
don't.
really know.
Is that how
I
that
don't-
works?
It was news around it, but I'm trying to remember what it was. I'm
One of
so
our
sorry to all the
Canadian
Canadian
listeners.
people.
Yeah, I was about to say we have a lot of Canadian listeners. Y'all are gonna have to fill us in.
I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Canada. We've kind of had our own weird stuff going on in the U.S.
Oh, you guys have a strange leader? Yeah, must be so hard for you.
We're just trying to keep up. I don't know. Please fill us in.
So I want to close right now by bringing something
With
up.
prayer?
Yes, I want to close with please give me your money. Chase referenced Werewolves in London on the previous
shit.
show.
This is true.
And, me and Bran had never heard of it. And then Bran was like, I thought y'all were or Chase was like, I thought y'all were the music people. Like, it's one of the most popular songs of all time.
Yeah.
And then, so I asked Google a very straightforward question. I said, is
well,
Werewolves...
pause.
Okay, pause real quick.
Pause, because PD, I also talked with PD yesterday and said, I've never once heard of this song. So I don't know how to bring this to you, Chase, but I wasn't there, and you were like, y'all aren't the music guys? And then he contacts me, and I was like, yeah. When he said it, I was like, I don't know what song that is. I know the
You've
name,
never
I think,
heard Werewolves
but
in
I've
London?
never heard it. Yeah, I don't even know who it's by right now.
Did
I
you
can't-
listen to it?
No, no.
Can I-
You can't play it because we're going to get copyright flagged.
Actually, I think we're okay on a podcast feed.
Yeah, no, but YouTube.
You, yeah, put 'em straight on
Okay,
YouTube.
can you, Jonathan, at least listen to it when we're done here?
I will.
'Cause
I will
maybe
listen
it
to
will. You'll be like, oh wait, I
Wait,
have
wait,
heard
wait.
that.
Hold on. I tell you what. Give me
I
like
listened
1
to
second.
it.
Give me some dead air for a moment. And
All right.
or
Well,
how
me
about
and PD will keep talking.
keep talking? I'm going to
talk.
listen to it.
And so I asked Google a very straightforward question last night. I said, is Werewolves in London in the top 100 most popular songs of all time? And it said no. Werewolves of London is not in the top 100 most popular songs of all time,
Okay,
though it
so-
is one of Warren Zevon's most successful and recognizable songs.
Okay, I was getting a lot of flack for this in our Patreon.
But I figured out why you know about it.
Okay, yes, and I will. We'll get into this because I know exactly what you're about to do.
By the way, I'm about to listen, but I'm having to watch a Hulu ad really quick.
Jonathan, wait until you find out the reason Chase knows about this song. It was very easy to put together once I started doing some research.
Okay.
Oh,
I've been getting a lot of flack.
I know this song.
Okay, you do.
I do know this song.
I've been getting some flack ever since I said it was one of the most famous songs ever. Which, by the way, I just said. I don't even know if I meant it. I don't think I did.
It sounded very sincere when I listened back to it.
So the other night, I Google just to see, is Werewolves of London one of the most famous songs of all time? And Google straight up just goes, no, not even close.
Okay, I will make a correction to my original statement, which is I am aware of this song, but I'm only aware of what I just realized is the intro of this song.
Yeah.
Because as soon as he started singing, I was like, yep, he lost me. Like, I don't know anything else about this song from here forward.
So now let's get into the obvious reason of why this is something Chase would consider one of the most popular songs of all time. Do you want me to say it, or do you want to say it?
Yeah, you break it down because I'm curious how you got
Okay,
there.
because it was sampled by Kid Rock in his most streamed song of all time, All Summer Long. And not just sampled, he straight up ripped the verse.
Oh,
like the verse instrumental. Just straight up ripped it.
Wait, what song is this? Hold on. I've never
All
listened
Summer
to
Long.
I've never listened to a Kid Rock song. So
I had
hold on a
never
second.
either, except for bow, whatever that is, because you can't escape that one. You just kind of hear it out and about sometimes.
Guys. The reason I know this song. Go ahead, Jonathan.
I was about to say, as soon as I heard this version, I was like, oh, this is the version I've heard, not the other one. So I'm listening to Kid Rock. Oh, okay. I do know this Kid Rock song. I would now here's what I do wonder about it. Kid Rock, All Summer Long, one of the most popular songs.
It's his most popular song on Apple Music.
That one might be. That one took over a whole year of like 2012.
It says All Summer Long is considered a popular song by Kid Rock and one of his biggest solo hits. But it is not one of the most popular songs of all time.
Okay, now let's really get into the weeds of how I know this song, okay?
Yeah. Was
First
it that
of all-
downtown concert you went to with all your friends?
Yeah. I went to the Super MAGA Kid Rock concert.
Yeah.
And was like, is this Werewolves of London?
You're like, is this the Justin Trudeau concert? Oh, it's not? Oh.
Okay. So I know this song. One, there's a movie called Werewolves, The American Werewolf in London. Okay. It's a popular genre of werewolf movie. This is a song that is very popular on Halloween playlists.
Oh.
Right?
Okay.
You're a spooky boy.
The reason I said it's one of the most famous songs of all time is because in my head, when I think Halloween songs, I think Thriller and Werewolves of London.
Now,
Okay,
Thriller,
that's
you
why-
could say Thriller is one of the most popular songs of all time.
And so it occurred to me after you guys all were like, what are you talking about? That not everyone listened to those songs
Not
together a
everybody's
lot.
in the Halloween community.
I have to give Chase, I have to give him a little credit here because I looked it up. I said, is Werewolves in London one of the most popular Halloween songs? And the answer I got was no. No, I'm joking. No, it actually said, yes, Werewolves of London is a very popular Halloween song, often considered a staple due to its catchy piano riff, humorous, spooky lyrics. While not a very iconic track of all time, it is playful and slightly eerie theme. Dude, what is with people's writing on the internet today between
It's
this
all
and
AI.
CNN?
It's all AI.
Yeah,
it's all AI.
atrocious.
But also, and I want to say this too, because I was going to come in hot with this American Werewolf thing, or the Werewolves of London thing. Because I was like, it occurred to me after we recorded, and I was like, I can't believe that they'd never heard of that song. I was going to come in hot and be like, you homeschooled Christian losers weren't allowed to have Halloween, so you don't know. But then everyone in the Patreon chat is making fun of me because they don't know the song. So I'm like, well, it can't be that. I think I just dropped the ball
Across
on
the
that
land, no one knew this song.
But Will didn't know the song. Will loves the song now.
Hey,
Yeah.
there you
You know,
go.
I'm just really without the whole thing.
Yeah.
About the whole thing. I'm
Yeah.
without.
I'm
I don't
really
know.
without. But Will is, in fact, wilding to Werewolves of London now. So.
Yeah, dude.
Chase, do you use Spotify? You use
Yeah.
it, right? I was about to say, I wish you use Apple Music so we could see how many different songs you've listened to this year.
Oh,
I'd be
man.
curious.
I can
Is
show
it,
you,
what's
I
the
can show
number?
you- I can show you
Well,
my Spotify stats, I think.
I was, I'm looking up Chase Bridges right now.
You
on
can do
Spotify?
that.
On Spotify. Good thing I found your profile and I'm following you now. So I'm going to take a look at your recently listened list.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this.
You
We're
are
only 42
listening
minutes
to
in.
you're listening to Mr. Fantasy, aka KJ
Yes.
Appa.
Yes, I'm
you're
very
listening
into
to
him
Joe,
right now.
aka DJO, aka Joe Curie.
Joe Keery. Yes,
Yeah,
very into him.
and Lin-Manuel Miranda. I was an orphan, that kind of stuff.
yes,
right now
Hamilton.
is really your vibe.
Yes, I listen to the Hamilton soundtrack a lot.
You're listening to the Animals, which is pretty sick. You're listening to a little surf rock kind of stuff. I get that.
What is the Animals? What song is
The
that?
Animals.
Yeah.
It's a lot of different songs, like House
Baby,
of the
I'm
Rising
praying on
Sun.
you tonight.
that one. That would be Maroon 5's Animals. So not quite.
Here's what I will also bring up, and I have to, like, when I'm in the car with my wife, she plays songs too, so I don't
Hey,
know all of.
Look,
all
you're
of
listening to Talking Heads, Creedence Clearwater Revival, Black
Oh, yeah, that's
Sabbath,
because of-
Chapel Roan. I mean,
Yes, I
I'm
listen to a lot
just
of
this.
Chapel Roan.
Okay.
This is
Yeah.
Okay.
Eagles, Leonard
Yeah, I listen
Skinner,
to I listen to a lot
Tame
of Leonard
Impala, Zach Brown.
Yeah.
Look, Chase, you've been sleeping on all of this, dude.
Guys, Tame Impala has a new song called Dracula out. It's awesome.
Yeah, Tame Impala is pretty cool.
It's one of the most famous songs of all time.
This is
You mean their
surprising
number
to me
one hit?
to hear all these different names. I thought it was going to be Kid Rock
Frank
and, like,
Sinatra,
Mudvayne.
Elton
No,
John, Baby Teeth. So
Yeah, Baby Teeth, of course. Guys,
killing
I
it.
listen to a lot of Frank Sinatra. I listen to a lot of Elton John. Guys, a lot like I'm gonna peel back the curtain a little bit. A lot like most things that I say on a podcast, I exaggerate for humor. I listen to music. I listen to a lot of the hits. Now, would I say that I'm like in touch with the music scene? Not even close. This year I was like, have you guys heard of Frank Sinatra? This dude's awesome. Like, you know what I mean? But I do listen. I listen to music.
yeah, I was impressed. Mine right now
Thanks.
you'd be looking and you're like, wow, Jonathan listens to the Icky Sticky Bubblegum song a lot by Kids Play. It's like that's what my Spotify looks like.
And you would think that my recently played is like a gay nightclub mix with Charlie
Yeah.
XCX and
Guys,
Ava
I got-
Max and
I've gotten, because Ozzy Osbourne died this year, and I told PD, I was like, I
Black
should listen to Ozzy Osbourne. I've gotten really into Ozzy Osbourne and all that.
I'm really into some of what you're listening to. I mean, I see a little bit of Metallica's here. Tears for Fears,
Yeah.
that's a big one. So
another Kid Rock thing that pissed me off. I was just listening to like all his top songs, like his top 8
Yeah.
on the Apple Music, and his version of sampling is just to straight up rip.
take it.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
let me just take the instrumental and go like burr, 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 over it, and
Let
then
me put a little
It's
guitar.
awesome. Here's what I'll say about Kid Rock, because also that is a bit exaggerated. When I was a kid, I loved Kid Rock. I loved Kid Rock. My dad had a Kid Rock CD that was in his truck, and I listened to it all the time. So that is true. I loved Kid Rock. I don't still listen to Kid Rock.
In case y'all were wondering, my most recent listen is in fact Vampire Weekend, and then it was Dayglow, then it was Taylor Swift, and then 21
Interesting.
Pilots. So there you go. What can I say? It just ran across all of them. PD,
Nice.
what was yours again? It's just Charlie XCX the whole
Well,
time?
I'm looking at the recently added that I have here. Marina Diamandis and Danny Brown are my last 2 added things. Do you know who Danny Brown is? Or Marina?
I don't know Danny Brown. Hold on a second.
I don't
Danny
know
Brown
anyone.
had this album that I love called Scaring the Hose last year, and so I became a
Oh,
big
I know
fan of
Danny
him.
Brown. I know Danny Brown.
I recognize this album art, but I don't think I've listened. So I love a good re-listen podcast about music.
Yeah, we got to end this thing now.
What happened to it? We derailed.
Let's get outta here.
Werewolves of London.
Woo.
It's pretty catchy. I forgot that piano riff, but there you go. So, Chase,
Guys,
maybe we were a little too hard on you.
Yeah. All right. I'm without.
You're about to hear some ads that help keep the lights on here in the old studio. Thanks for listening or don't listen. It's really up to you at this point. It's at the end of the show. I mean, you're listening to me. Hi. But here they come. I promise they're coming. Yep, here they are. Happy day.